Bangladesh's interim leader, who took over after a mass uprising last year, is set to meet key parties pressuring his government today, days after he reportedly threatened to quit. This comes as Muhammad Yunus called for rival political parties to give him their full support. His press secretary Shafiqul Alam has confirmed Yunus would meet leaders of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party as well as leaders of Jamaat-e-Islami, the Muslim-majority nation's largest Islamist party. According to reports, no agenda for the talks has been released. The BNP, reportedly seen as the frontrunners in elections, are pushing heavily for polls to be held by December. These would be the first elections since a student-led revolt forced then Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to flee in August 2024. Yunus, who has led the country after returning from exile at the behest of protesters, says he has a duty to implement democratic reforms before elections. Yunus has said polls could be held as early as December, but that holding them later with a deadline of June would give more time for those changes. Let's hear it from Joshua Barnes, correspondent on NewsX World Live from Delhi. Joshua, what can you tell me more about the developments taking place?
Absolutely. Well, this situation, of course, stems from August 2024, when former leader of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, was ousted, of course, fleeing to India, and Muhammad Yunus was put in temporary charge of Bangladesh interim rule. Now, during this time, there, of course, has been instability, and there remains instability in Bangladesh, and a big fear is that if Yunus does step down, then this will leave a big hole in terms of leadership in Bangladesh. Now, there is reported discussions that have been going on between Muhammad Yunus and the military, which is powerful within Bangladesh. Some reports say that they haven't always seen eye to eye. It's clear Muhammad Yunus is looking for stronger support from all political parties ahead of any potential vote. This unity that he's called for, building a stable base and some groundwork before a potential election, which he said may happen as early as December this year, but could always happen further into 2026 as well. I think the fear for many is without Yunus, without the stability, with Sheikh Hasina and also not in the country, it could lead to mass instability in the nation, potential military power that could move forward, also other powers, other parties as well, a very strong Islam core in Bangladesh as well, and big Muslim power parties. So there is a fear that if Muhammad Yunus wasn't staying in power, if he did leave, as he has threatened, then a period of instability. But as it stands, he will remain in place. It's one we will, of course, keep an eye on.
Building on that point that you've just mentioned, what will happen in the case if Yunus actually decides to leave the office?
Well, in that instance, we of course would be entering a period of instability. We know, of course, he is a temporary ruler. We would potentially be looking at somebody else needing to come in, but a massive period of instability, a massive period of uncertainty. It's not clear who would rise to that position. Would there be an election called? I doubt it. I think the next election will be set up with Yunus in power.
We appreciate your insight. You will